everyone. Welcome to Thursday Night Readings. I'm your host, aka Brooke and Judy Focus. How is everyone? G'day, Nandy. G'day, Sav. How are you all today? Welcome. People, if you could please share us out. That's what I must do for myself. How has your day been, guys? Have you had a great day? What have you been up to? You had a good one? G'day, Cynthia. How you going? Gorgeous. Welcome to live readings. Yeah, I'm just doing the share out thing, people. You know the deal. It helps to share. Sharon is Karen. Whoever Karen is. I guess there's a few Karens out there. That would be good. Okay. How do I get to this? I'm just trying to share myself out. I don't need to know your date of birth. When will you get a job? Just keep looking for jobs. Okay, and keep that positive. Keep that chin up. Going, you know what? I'm going to get a job. People are going to hire me. I'm totally hireable. Be clear about what you want to get out of a job. Say that to the universe, and just really get that positivity happening. You know, and go, yep. I'm seeing a job, and you've got to have no doubt. Okay, the power of manifest, Sarav. You've got to just say, hey, yeah, man, I'm going to get a job. I'm going to get a great job, and you're just going to be positive, and go and just believe it. Yeah, I'm going to get a job soon. Keep telling yourself that, and then you'll get one. That's it. It'll happen when you manifest it. That's what people want. Everything happens for a reason. So we've got to go hard. I'm just sharing myself out, people. Please do the same. Sharing is caring. Whoever Karen is. Okay, share. Sharing group. Okay. 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 I'm just sharing now. Okay, still sharing. Okay. Yeah. In the garden today, helping someone clear some stuff. They're getting an excavator in, so I was moving a lot of wood, ripping up. They had tarps underneath some of their previous gardens, so I had to remove some of that. But yeah, it's good to go out, get in the garden, get grounded. Very important. And okay, that's me done with sharing. So g'day Julie, g'day Layla, g'day Nandy. So people, you know the deal. I'll start with a group reading for everyone. Okay, to see what sort of energies are around, and if you know the deal, if you want a guaranteed reading, extended reading, please donate. PayPal link is in the show notes. Have you done the research? Have you done the homework? Okay, you seem to have a lot of worry. Okay, Sarav, this is the time for you when you just got to get positive and go, you know what, I've done the work. I've done my hardest. I know the stuff. Okay, I've got to have that positive mindset and just keep going for a job. Okay, and be very clear, state very clearly what you're looking for in a job, what you hope to get, put that out to the universe and go, you know what, I'm going to get the job that I want. I'm going to get the job that I want. And you've got to have that positive attitude. Okay, and it will come into your field. Otherwise, you'll just be taking up scraps and circumstances. You're going to be positive. Yep. You're just going to be positive, mate. This is all in the mind. This is where we create our reality, Sarav. Okay. How did you think you went? Did you think you did okay, or are you just overthinking? Because if you create overthinking, you're going to create indecision. You're going to be all over the place, and you're going to make it just harder for yourself. Okay, so we don't want to overthink, Sarah. We don't want to overthink. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is do a group reading for everyone. I've got to stop doing that, don't I? I do that when I'm doing other stuff. It's real weird, but yeah, I'm totally normal. You know I'm normal. Aren't I, Judy? Aren't I, Julie? Yeah, I'm 100% normal. You know me. Just getting things sorted. Copy. Okay. What the hell? I just logged in. Did I just log in? My God, what is wrong with you, PayPal? My God, people, I'm so okay. I'm just about to do a group reading. I'm talking to myself, but hey, I'm sitting here in front of a microphone and a computer, looking at myself on the TV. So, okay, group reading for everyone. Hey, Tanya, how you going? Welcome. Okay, people. I'm going to use the animal, I think they're the animal spirit, Colleen. Was it Colleen Baron Reed? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Tanya. I'm good. Okay, people, there's a time. Look, at the moment, with all the energies around, there is, as the energies, as everything's shifting, as the world's shifting, as there's all sorts of stuff going on, all sorts of energies. The energies are always changing. Schumann frequencies going off the tap. There's stuff happening everywhere. Okay, this is not a time for us to stay in our comfort zones. The first card I've got for everyone is the Ant Spirit. Time to collaborate. Okay, so people, they're going to be people that are going to come across your path, even for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. Okay, not everything lasts forever. Not, sometimes we meet people just in the moment, but they can have a profound effect on us, and we can do that to other people. And at the same time, that we can meet new friends, and we will be together with them for a while we assist and help each other. Everything happens for a reason. Then you got those people that are always around. Okay, a reason, a season, and a lifetime. But at the moment, people, we've got the Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. But what's really interesting is underneath that is, in the main pile, is the Cody Spirit. It says trust in divine detours. We don't know how they're going to go. So when you get offers, you get people come towards you and go, hey man, you want to try this, you want to do that, you want to do this, you want to try something different. They invite you out. You never know where it will lead to. Sometimes you know what, you can do all the spiritual work you want, but if you sit inside in your comfort zone, stuff all's going to happen. Okay, you'll tune in, but you're going to be very limited in growth. So sometimes we're going to get out and we're going to meet those new people. Okay, get those new experiences, get that new perspective, and get out there, because you know what? That's how the magic works. The last card in the main, what this reading is about, is trust in the magic. So that's it. This is about getting out there and meeting new people, expanding your horizons, getting out of comfort zones. Okay, because one thing can lead. You might go. Someone might go, you want to do this? And you're like, yeah, I don't know. And then you might go out there and you might turn out that you love it, or you might meet someone else that will go, hey, you want to try something? And then before you know it, you met new people. You're right where, get networking. Absolutely, Layla. Get networking. Get out there. Okay, you soon find out who you resonate. But the problem is when we resonate with people, is what happens is when people interrupt our lives, if we resonate or not, our ego tells us, you got stuff to do. We can't do this today. We're going to do that. And you got to recognize that and get out of that, people, and just get out there and just live and have some fun. You never know what's down the end of the road. We're always traveling on a road. Okay, and some people just want to lock themselves in their home. I've got so much stuff to do. I'm guilty doing that myself. Okay, and moving forward. And see, the reason why people we're struggling, because to collaborate, to meet new people, to get on new projects, and to expand a network, is because we got our shields. We got shields up. We got our own little box, our own little things that we want in our life, and we just, and we do have to focus on ourselves. It's because we are the key to everything. But that doesn't mean shut ourselves off from the world. Okay, that doesn't mean shut ourselves off from the world. G'day, Alex. How you going? Because and what I've got for the main action card, I'll get some more information on that. That's an interesting action card. The main action card for the group collective reading is the Druid. Hold your space. People, it's easy to be happy when things are great, but when things are not great and we are not happy, that's holding space. Holding space is make sure that you dictate your attitude, not circumstances. Okay? If we let all the circumstances dictate our attitude all the time, then we're being a emotional baby. We don't want to be an emotional baby. We want to put on our big boy pants and get serious and start controlling our reality, people. You are the master of your own reality. You are the perfect manifest of what are you manifesting. Okay. And the way we hold, that's what we're going to do is when you shine that light. That's what it's about. It's about when things are going bad, you're being happy, you're being cheerful and go, no, I'm not going to let it get me down. How do I not let it get me down? Well, you don't think about it. You don't give it energy. That's the one. Just remember, people, you are not what you feel. Okay? You are not what you feel, and you need to understand this. Okay? Because when we go, hey, we are what we feel, then we don't know what we are. If you think you are what you feel, emotions are energies. If you're always what you feel, then whatever you feel, you are, and that's not a good place to be in. Adjustments are required, people. Adjustments are required. We need to hold that space. We need to have that. We need to remind ourselves all the time to hold that space, to be that light. Okay. More importantly, shine your light and put your nana pants on if they're comfortable, Julie. If they're comfortable. G'day, Angelita. How you going, gorgeous? Don't put them on if they're not comfortable. Okay. You want to just, bit air around, dance around a bit. You want to be able to sit on the couch and just chill, or you want to be able to get out and do some stuff. We got to do that, people. But remember, it's very important. But the thing is when we're trying to hold that space, we need to make adjustments. Because we got thought patterns that tell us, oh, I have a right to feel this, or I have a right to look. We feel. But at the moment, what do we need to release is inverted. That means, people, what are you hanging on to? That is, what limiting beliefs are you hanging on to? Have you got your spirituality in a box that it must be like this? Or you are continually expanding your universe? Are you continually expanding? You continually doing the self-work? It is a never-ending cycle. And what a lot of us do is we get into that, this will be good when that happens and I'm there, and we're always still looking into the future, except instead of dreaming about winning, having a car and a house and a good job in the 3D world, we're in the spiritual world doing the same bloody thing, going, if I only have this, then everything will be good and I want to get to there. And we're never in the moment. It's about coming into the moment, understanding ourselves for who we are, and coming right into that moment, because, people, you are good enough. You're not feeling it. You're not feeling it, and you've got to feel it, and you've got to know it. You can know it in your heart. You can know that you're good enough. You've got to claim it. Okay, people? We've got to hold that space. We've got to hold that space, people. That is the key to everything. Okay? Those people, why are they happy all the time? Because they hold their space, regardless of what's going on. Oh, yeah, but they don't have much stuff happens to them. If they do have stuff that happens to them here and there, and you wouldn't know about it because they don't carry on about it, because they don't give it energy, people. So very important. Don't feed where energy goes, energy grows. You want to starve something? Starve something. Okay, and the last card for the collective reading for everyone is surrender your addictions, whatever you're addicted to: substances, food, people, sex, overworking, Take action to begin to heal the addictions and replace them with a healthier alternative. There are so many ways we can do that, people. We can do it in our mind. We can write ourselves a letter. We can write ourselves a contract letter. There's heaps of things, people, but I'll leave it up to you to do the research, because learning to learn is how we move forward. Okay. People, now I've got a reading to do, paid readings. I have had someone donate, so please donate and pay it forward. I've had 2 people pay it forward. Okay. 3 people pay it forward for extended reading. So if you want a guaranteed, g'day Jen, how you going? If you want a guaranteed extended reading, and please and donate in the PayPal. Otherwise, you might get lucky. You might get lucky because there's a lot of lovely people that pay it forward for beautiful people like you to have readings. So that's when we let fate decide. And at the moment, the next person I'm going to read for, I think I'll let fate decide. What do you reckon? Fate decide? So, people, see that what says Steffi's, courtesy of Steffi's Healing. Put down a number in the comments between a 90 and 70, and if you get it, if you guess the lucky number, you get the extended reading, paid for by Steffi's Healing. Steffi's Healing is on tomorrow night. Go to Steffi's page, Healing with Steffi. It's a great show he's got on tomorrow night, where he just talks meditation, talks to the crowd, does whatever he feels, whatever comes, and there can be some real powerful stuff he can get for you. It's a great show. So if you've got that time free, it's a great time to just meditate and zone in and just sit there and chill with it. Okay, keep people. Another number. It's between 90. It's between 70 and 90. So it's over 70. It's over 69, and it's under 91. Layla, you got me on my knees. I don't know if you have. And Layla has got the number, people. Lucky Layla. How you going, Layla? What you doing? What you doing? Bringing my show, hey? $68. Are you Angelita? Did you make a mistake, or are you raising up my crowd? Yes. G'day, Michelle. How you going? Okay, Layla. Messages for Layla. Sorry, I've got a bit of the sniffles tonight. Oh, you can be silly. That's it. You can have fun, Angelina. Okay, Layla. What aren't you seeing, Layla? What aren't you seeing? Layla, at the moment, you're being called to look. You're a multi-dimensional being, Layla. You know this. You're a multi-dimensional being. Okay. And we've been trained all our life to do things on the 3D level, but you're being called to shift higher than that. I don't know what's happening at the moment, but there seems to be some resistance. There seems to be some polarity. Okay. The first card I got for you is Eagle card. See things from a high perspective. Okay. Very important, big picture. Sometimes the answer we look for in the short term, it makes sense what we do, but in the big picture of things, it can be negative, especially if we have to let people learn from their own lessons, or we try to get a quick fix. Okay, because there's a pattern here. There's a pattern. There's a pattern that you keep falling into. Okay, and your guides and your guardians, your inner self is screaming out, Layla, Layla, Layla. Come on, see this pattern. See this pattern. You know what to do. You've got to break this pattern. Okay. What's the pattern? What's the pattern? You're focusing on what's in front of you again. You're feeding it energy, and it's getting you down. Why is it getting you down, Layla? Why is it getting you down? Of course I know. I know that you know what you need to do. The card's inverted. The pattern, this is a pattern, is you know what you need to do, yet you go and do what your ego tells you, what the I am, what the comfort zone. Autopilot, Layla. You're going on autopilot. See, it's coming down to trust. This is a trust issue with trusting yourself. Okay, you know the deal, Layla. You know the deal. But look, we've got to be brutally honest. Inverted, I've got here, look, reveal the truth. That's inverted. Reveal the truth. This is like take off the mask, the 3D mask. Take off the I am and what's in our core. Okay, at the moment, your intuition's telling that you're in patterns and you keep going, and it feels like you're going back to do things the old way of doing things. Okay, we have to evolve. See, because what happens is if we don't correct these patterns, Layla, what happens is we're at the signature frequency where we'll draw that similar incident. That's how we got it into that in the first place. Is it's drawn to us? Okay, this is the energy that we're putting out, and when we don't learn from these patterns, we get these frustrating things come up again and again and again. It's because if we don't break that pattern, we don't listen to our instincts, we're at that vibration where we're attracting it. So we can go through the lesson 1,000 times, 10,000 times. We can spend 10,000 lifetimes on the same lesson if we want. How many times do you want to do the lesson? Because this is about being brutally honest with yourself. Because you're smart. You're smart, Lola. You're smart. You know the go. Okay, but it's time that you trust in the magic. You trust in the magic. This is time for you to embrace your inner knowing. Time to embrace spirit and go, you know what? I've got to be the change. I've got to make the change. Because you can come into the right vibration. The things that you want will come to you. It's about what energy you're putting out. And we put energy into stress, into focus, right into the 3D. Man. And if we step out into the unknown, it can be scary, but we can change the frequency. We can change what we draw in around us. This is the real magic. Okay? This is how manifestation works. Some things just happen. Everything happens for a reason. Because it'll keep throwing us until we learn it. Make the change. Absolutely, 100%. Okay? Make that change. What does your action card say? Is it going to dob in on? Is it going to dob in on you, Layla? Water Guardian came up inverted. You know this card, the Water Guardian. Get in contact with your emotions. So this is about you finding out, Layla, finding out why you are making these same choices. Why do you feel you must make these same choices? I was saying this the other day, is what we do is we go, okay, what am I feeling when I make this choice? This would be obvious. When else do I feel like making that choice? We look back, okay, yeah, I made it there. I keep doing this. It looks us to recognize where the pattern's coming from, because when we look at the emotions that triggers our choices, Layla, when we can find out, then we can heal it, or we can change it, or we can go, oh, Oh, I keep making that bad choice based on self-esteem or not being recognized or because I haven't been listened to. Okay? And it keeps us in the same thing. That's because I've got the Elder card, move beyond your ancestral patterns, and that's inverted. That's blocked. That's acting as a block. And trust your intuition. Your intuition is inverted under that. Patterns are blocking you from moving in your magic, from you moving in the flow, from you listening to that inner voice, which is trying to say, "Hey, you're stuck in it. You're stuck in a rut." But we keep making that choice. That's why we've got to look at why we're making that choice and how we feel. And when we can do that, and that starts it starts as part of the healing process, and that makes it so then we can start to unlock and unlock ourselves, start shedding what we are not, start becoming. Well, see, that's your intuition. I didn't pull out a card for that, but you do. You need to set boundaries. You need to set boundaries with yourself too. We all got to do that. Okay? Because the way that we've been raised and the way that we've been taught is all bullshit. Most of it, 99% of it. They've got us in the 3D world. When am I getting my job? When's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? What's happening now? What are you thinking of now? What are you creating now? Yeah, Layla, it's release. Well, see, the rabbit holes, we can get stuck in the rabbit holes, going down the rabbit hole. It's not about getting stuck in the rabbit holes. It's at the end of the day, it's about making that choice. Listening to your instinct, making that choice. Knowing who you are not. It's just a modality. Reiki's a modality. It's a beginner's modality. Reiki's cool. It's a good place to start. Do whatever you want. I started with Reiki as a first healing modality, and now I use a mixture of a few things. I use a mixture of all. But this stuff from the past that you're holding on to. Okay, and look, we want to move forward here. Look, the Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Have you got any plans? Have you got daily practices? Have you got, look, I need to work on this week. I need to work on this week. I mean, I've been writing down things that I need to get, areas that I need to make choice, areas where I think I'm limited. I've been writing them down and working out what I can do to move forward. Okay. Okay. Well, all energy healing is basically facilitating energy. Okay, for the other person. Limited in career. Well, that's a choice. That's a limitation that you've placed upon yourself. Why are you limited? But the main thing is that you recognize these patterns. You just need to recognize them. People want, when's the universe going to bring me my job and my dreams? When you become the dream of your job. When you start making the choices that you're that it gets drawn to you. People want it the other way around. I'll be happy when you can't do it in reverse, people. Too many people try to do it in reverse. They're like, oh, I'm doing a bit of work. When's it going to come to me? We've just... Look, if you can break those patterns, you can start understanding your emotions while you're making these choices. Okay, it's going to show you stuff about yourself. It's hard. It's going to show you the truth about yourself, and you're going to have to make plans to do stuff about it. Okay, but that, which is the whole game anyway, Layla. It's the whole dealio anyway of how you evolve. And that will bring in healing information. That'll bring in clarity. That'll bring in the R moment, and that will get you up a level. That'll start to get you leveling up. And when you learn how to attack, how to deal with things, how to grow, how to problem solve, and go, okay, what should I be doing now, or what am I focused on now? When you become present in that moment, then you start to accelerate, if you choose to accelerate. But we can't just meditate and when's the universe going to bring me this? When am I going to get an upgrade? It doesn't work that way. You do the work and you evolve. You will mature. You evolve. You work on aspects of you. This is where the power is. That is where the healing. That's when the healing information comes in. When you learn how to heal yourself, you go, heal myself. Release my blocks. I feel lighter. I feel positive. And we don't have to do everything, Layla. We don't have to do every single thing. Because what happens is when we start growing, we're doing the work and we put in the effort and we're able to locate the things that we need to change, is we change one thing and then 5 things that we don't like about ourselves no longer resonates or falls away. Okay, because everything's all interweaved, and we snip off a branch here, and then you snip off one branch and a whole heap of leaves fall off. Okay, and that was a donated reading. I'll get your last card, Layla. Your last card is Surrender to Inner Peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in a quiet meditative moment. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy the inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibe too, and your life will flow more easily. And there's a child. I don't know where they've jumped from. But there's a bird in the sky. Okay, free. And that was donated by Okay, now I've got another reading to do. I've got a reading to do for Cindy. So, who likes Cindy? Who likes Cindy? If you would like a donated reading, courtesy of Cindy, put in I love Cindy. I'm typing I love Cindy. She gets all funny when people do that. So, do you love Cindy? He loves Cindy. Come on, people. Oh, let's see. Let's share out. Okay. Okay, one sec. Okay, here we got here. Nita. Nita, Nandi, you guys there? Who's there? Nita or Nandi came on the show first. Who's Cindy, the lady with the boots? The lady with the boots? Is Cindy the lady with the boots? Let's find out. love Cindy. Okay, Rachel, you're up. And just remember, people, if you want a guaranteed reading, donate to the PayPal link. Because I can get pretty busy and I'm not on forever. Okay. What's happening in your neck of the woods, Rachel? Okay. Messages for Rachel. Where are you struggling for change, Rachel? Remember the first reading I had cards say hold the space? Look at the moment. What is the stress? What is the stress? Things are left up in it feels like the things are left up at the air. The problem when things are left up in the air, Rachel, is the old saying, like favors the prepared. It feels like there's something, I'm not sure if it's preparation or nothing, but at the moment, something's not happening right in front of you. Okay, and it feels like you're dragging. I'm not sure if you're dragging your feet but whatever is this energy around you at the moment, you seem to be dragging it out, dragging it on. Okay. Have you started any new projects? Are you thinking of dropping out of studying or something like that? What's going on? What's going on? There's something that you seem to be changing your mind on it, because in the short term, there's gains to be made, but in the long term, in the big picture of things, this is creating resistance. What's going on, Rachel? There seems to be a lot of resistance. Because the first card I got for you is be devoted and committed. And that's inverted. So it just sort of feels like you're all over the place about something right now. Okay? All over the place. And everything's about the short term, because you've got ways of doing things. Okay? When we reinvent ourselves, or we want to be fresh, we want to grow, we want to be new, we want things to change. You know what we can't do is we can't hold on to the old stuff, to the baggage, to the old stuff. Like when you start evolving in spirituality, all your friends change. Your old friends, why? Because you're not. Because what some people talk about is just not bloody interesting anymore. It's really hard. Things change. But what we can't do is hang on to the old. Everything's meant to change. Things come to us. If something can come to us, something can go from us. Okay, this is a continual flow, but people want to stay in comfort zones. Oh, I just want my house. I just want my Netflix. I just want my fireplace. They're all lovely things to have. But we can't have it all. It feels like there's something, you want your cake and you want to eat it too, but there's short-term gain, but long-term, this is not looking like the best choice out. There's too much old ways of doing things. You're hanging on. What do you need to let go of? Look, your main action card I got, look, here, the snake inverted, shed the old skin. You're not changing. Okay? And your main action card is the autumn card, release the old and rest. What is it you're hanging on to? What is it that's no longer serving you? Okay? There's energy around you trying to help you, trying to get you to look at this. I wouldn't be surprised if your intuition's saying little things in your ear. You're like, but talk yourself out of it. Because you know what we do? When we live in those old routines, that's the I am, the ego. It's this, it tells 100 stories and plays scenarios in our head so we can work things out. That's running the show at the moment. You don't want that running the show. You want your choice to run the show. But when we're stuck in our old ways and we're stuck in our head, this is just very hard. It's very hard to move forward. Okay? A lot of people, they just want the fast fix, just in the moment. Okay, I want to feel good now. We've got to stop letting these things. It's just stuff happening. We've always got stuff happening, and we let it bloody control our attitude, and we let it control our lives. Why is that? Because we choose to let it go. Because at the moment, look, underneath your main action card, I've got the Hunter card. Track down your fears and desires. And when we get in those zones where we're just looking, we're hanging on to the past, and we're just like, we'll do whatever's easy, whatever's easiest, sometimes we do that because we just want a bit of release, or we just want to feel good, or we can't be bothered. But it's usually because we're struggling on our life path. And when we're struggling on our life path, it comes down to this. The Hunter card. Track down your fears and desires. Desires is what makes you spark, what you love, what you hope to get out of life. You got to work that out, Rachel. It's very important for you at the moment. But also track down your fears. You know what your fears are? That's what holds you back. That's what stops you from everything. That's what keeps you running 1,000 stories in your head to try and work out how something's going to play out so you can feel good in that moment. We got to stop it. We're going to nip it in the butt, Rachel. What is holding you back? What do you hope? This is the stuff that you've got to ask yourself, okay? You've got to ask, what do I want out of life, and what's stopping me from reaching it? Okay? But if we don't do any things, we don't take any steps to hunt down our fears. The Hunter card, it's a Hunter card. He's hunting. It's like, this is what I want. Now I've got to find out you got to do some tracking with the Hunter's a tracker as well. He's got to track down his prey, and the prey is your fears. What is stopping me? Snake, release the old skin. Autumn card, your main action card, release the old and rest. You've got to start letting go of stuff, of bullshit. We get caught up in so much bullshit in our life, and then it just fills our head. And then it dulls our heart. And we're the only ones that can stop it. So be the hunter. Track him down. Track down what's stopping you and heal it. Remove it. Deal with it. Change the habit. Change the pattern. That's what you're being called to do, Rachel. That's what you're being called to do. And your next card is the Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. No, that's our ego. So justifying everything. Soon as you have to go into justify mode, I don't care who anyone is when we start going into justification mode, we're talking shit to ourselves. Because we don't need to justify anything. Once we've made that choice and done something, it's done. It is what it is. If you need to justify any of your actions, then you're in fear of judgment from others. You're codependent on your self-esteem of what other people think, etc., etc., etc. This is why we got to let go of the need to be right and just accept take responsibility for our choices and go, hey, I made that call because I made that call. Why'd you make that call? Because I made that call based on the information I had at the time. And that's it. We don't need to cater to everyone's stuff. We just need to be at peace with ourselves. And you need to make peace with yourself. You need to let go of a lot of old ways of doing things because there's change that wants to come in, but you seem to be stuck in this whole pattern, Rachel, and you need to shift it up. You need to work out your fears, your desires, and this is the big stuff. This is not just in the moment. This is the big stuff in life. What do you desire? What do you truly hope to get out of life? And what is holding you back? That is what you've been called for at the moment, Rachel. That's what you've been called for. Because at the moment, the hardest thing, Rachel, about making those changes, because you got on here, you might have to go, it's at around the 40-minute mark when you go back through the video, this reading. But at the moment, look, I've got the being honest card. The truth, when we truly look at ourselves and we truly look at the way we go about things, our ego's going to go, oh, don't be silly. But we've got to get out of that and be honest. Be honest with ourselves. Be brutally honest to the point we're going to see some stuff that we don't want to see. But it's worth it. It is 1,000 million% worth it. Okay. So this is going to be confronting. It's confronting work. That's why most people don't do the work. That's why most people don't do the change. That's why most people will come back and get the same reading again and again and again and again because of their choice. Because they don't want to look. Thanks, Lorraine. Hey, gorgeous. Okay, because at the moment I've got let two become one inverted. This is about you becoming one with yourself, your soul, your spirit. But at the moment, you got yourself, you've got your soul, and you've got your ego. And one seems to be in charge. Okay, if you need to feel right, you need to be right about everything, then you're not in control. Usually your subconscious ego is running on autopilot, is running the show. And that keeps us entrapped and that keeps us enslaved. We don't want to be trapped. We don't want to be enslaved. We do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves. It's no good. Okay, so it's time for you to follow follow the moon, intuition, moon. Okay, that's inverted. Time for you to start listening to your intuition. Those little first prompts. When something you're thinking about something, and the first little thing drops in, and you're not even really thinking about it. Something drops in, boom, that's your intuition. It's pretty easy to work out. Because as soon as we have to justify something or go, yeah, well, what about this and what about that and what about that's not our intuition. And your intuition is screaming out to you, going, hey, 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 Rachel, I'm here, trying to help. This is, your intuitions, your collective experiences through all your lifetimes, your ancestors, your inner self, your connection to the soul spark, whatever you want to call it. It's all there. And it's there for you. It's there to guide you. It's there for everything. And it's screaming out to you at the moment. And it's not going to look in. Because as soon as your intuition tells you the right thing to do, the ego steps and goes, wait a second. I don't like that. We all do it. Okay. And your last card is surrender to negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly focus on positive affirmations. I hope that's helped you, Rachel. And that was a reading donated by the beautiful and talented Miss yeah. I ain't getting the bass out for you guys. I do play bass. I do play guitar. Play the drums too. Guitar's my main. Rock and roll, rock and roll, man. Distortion on, big amps. Love it. That's why I'm partially deaf. Too much loud music. I grew up as a kid. My dad played in a band on the weekends, just a cover band. But man, I used to fall asleep behind the PA when I was a kid. We'll tuck it out. Didn't care. So when people go, "Oh, be quiet, the kids are sleeping," I'm like, "Yeah, fuck off." I'm like, "Yeah, no, they'll sleep when they're tired." Okay. Okay, now I've got another reading to do for Cindy. So who is new? I just check. It's a beautiful day. And I've got Lorraine. Lorraine, do you want to did you want a reading, Lorraine? Did you want a reading? Thank you, Lorraine. Did you sell a water machine? Did you? Are you sure everything hunky dory? Come on, Lorraine. It's good to get a reading just to mess with your head when you're all clear. I'll give you a love reading. Oops, I dropped a card. Man, I almost had your card, but too many dropped. Okay. Okay, Julie. Yeah, pay it forward. Brain is zonked. Spent all afternoon huffing and painting in. Yeah, I was helping. What was I doing? Yeah, I was gardening today, helping someone garden. They slipped me some bucks to go and help them get their yard ready for an excavator coming in. So moving stuff, ripping up stuff in the garden. It's all good. Okay. Okay, Julie, you're up. Okay, Julie. Okay, Julie. Who's a newbie? I can do it for. Hey, here's a newbie. Wants Lorraine Hughes' reading. Lorraine, pick a newbie. People, if you put "I'm a newbie" to the show and you never had a reading from me, write that in, and Lorraine will pick one of yous to have the reading that she's donated. While I read for Julie. Okay, Julie. Okay. Julie, at the moment, Julie, it feels like, look, Julie, you need to get more in contact with yourself about what you truly want. What do you truly want, Julie? What do you truly desire? Okay. Because it seems, we go rushing. Oh, I've got to do this. I've got to do that. I've got to work hard. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. And it just seems, you seem to be trying to outpace yourself. Just doing stuff. It's coming across like you're on autopilot, Julie. On autopilot. Oh, I got to get this done. We've all got stuff to do. That's part of life. But when we just, it feels like there's no breathing time. And as soon as you get a bit of breathing space, it's just, you're in your head about what you need to do. What I've got to do tomorrow. What I'm going to do the day after. Have I done this? Have I done this? Have I done that? This seems to be a pattern for you. Okay. There seems to be patterns. Okay, when we get inside our head, is the problem is when we're thinking of what we need to do next, is we're never in the present. We're never in the moment. That's why we do things like, the only time we can get in the moment is we'll sit down and watch our favorite show. And some people will have a drink and stuff like that, because it brings them into the moment where they are present and enjoying that moment. But you're all over the place. You're over the place. And at the moment, you're being called to slow down and go, hey, you need to slow down, need to get out of your head and be present. Because here, look, your main pile, I've got the turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. And the card underneath, the next two cards, the middle card's interesting because it's the lizard spirit and it's inverted. Dream the world into being. Okay, and that requires you to come out off of autopilot, Julie. Okay, off autopilot. Start really focusing on what you hope to go, what you hope to do. Okay, because this is, because it feels like you've been told that, the world tells us we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Yeah, they just want us good little slaves making the money, making the big guys at the top money. That's what they want. So we can make the rich richer, make the government rich, because they're a corporation. Okay, if you didn't know, all the government's corporations now. Okay, you're told what to do, and the lawmakers, you're getting told what to do by McDonald's. McDonald's and is sending your kids to war. It's telling you what you can and can't do. Okay, and you're being called to just really work out what you really want out of life at the moment. Until then, you're just going to keep yourself busy running around. Things aren't really going to change. Circumstances will change here and there. But at the moment, you're just caught in a routine. But it's really time for you to come present. People don't understand that because you're inside your head too much, Julie. And it's just, tomorrow I've got to do this, I've got to do this, and I've got to do that. And all you are is caught in a routine of being somewhere else other than where you need to be. This will cause you stress. And you're thinking about things from the past. Hurts, joys, everywhere. So what's going to happen is your past is going to dictate your future. It's going to create your future, Julie. But at the moment, your main action card is the pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. You hold all the keys. You hold all the deal. You have the power within you, Julie. But you're giving it away till tomorrow. You're giving it away what the world expects. What do you expect? What do you want? What's in your heart? What's in your soul? Because I've got, look, this is inverted. A personal issue reaches a resolution, but it's inverted. It's inverted. It can't come in. It's trying to come in. It wants to come in. There's stuff in your life that wants to resolve. But if you don't slow down, you don't start taking care of your needs, you don't slow down. You don't truly have a look at yourself and go, what do I want? What do I desire? You're just going through the motions. Autopilot, autopilot, autopilot. Okay, and when we go on autopilot, we seldom get where we really want to go. But at the moment, you don't really know where you want to go. You want circumstances to change. It starts with us changing, Julie. It starts with us changing. There's resolution there. There's stuff that wants to sort itself out in your life, but it's waiting for you to come in. You don't make the changes you need to start sorting stuff out. I've got here frustration card. Then we get frustrated because things aren't going where we want, and we're like, well, the universe is like, well, what do you want me to do about it? I've been talking to you all the time. I've been trying to talk to you in the present. But you're on autopilot. You're not listening to yourself. You're not listening to your inner voice. You're not listening to your heart. You just do. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. It's time for you to go within, Julie, and really, really have that deep conversation with yourself. Just start by just slowing down and going, what the hell am I doing? Otherwise, you're just distracting yourself and trying to outpace yourself. And see, look, luck is on your side, but that's inverted. You know why that's inverted? Because you're somewhere else. You're somewhere else. You're going to come in. It's time to take inventory, Julie. It's time to really take inventory and work out what you want. And your last card is surrender your needs to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help you resolve conflict and improve your relationships. Okay, Julie Margaret Hunt. I hope that's helped you. And that was donated by Cindy. Thank you. I'll play the thing because I've got to put my cards back. Get ready for the next person. Hey, Mandy, how you going, gorgeous? Hello, Brooke. Not the answer I wanted, Mandy. I was hoping to say, hello, Brooke. Your Brookeitis come in. It'll come in when it comes in. But okay. Now I was going to do now I've got a reading to do. I've got a reading to do for Oh my God! Thank you, Mandy. Mandy, and I've got donated readings to do for Mandy. So I'll get to that. Elements of Carmen Co. Go and sign up to that page if you're in Australia, because Mandy is the Crystal Lady, and she has shows and does really great deals on really high quality stuff. So go and follow her page if you're in Australia and get some great crystal deals. And now I've got a pay it forward reading to do for Lorraine Hughes. And who was I doing that for? That was what's Jen's question? Is that Jen's question? Oops. Wrong one. Jen. Ask him. He was my boyfriend, passed 5 years ago on the 13th of August. Well, Jen, what do you want to know about that? It was 5 years ago. He would know. Okay, the universe would know, Jen. What do you need to be told by people who are no longer here, Jen? They want you to make, if they loved you and they cared about you, which Nick probably did, he wants you to make choices for yourself. He wants you to get on with your life. We can't give our power away to external things. When we're in a relationship, Jen, and we have people around us, we must enjoy that. Enjoy being around them, enjoy their company, love them, and all that. But when they move on, we have to too. They do live in our heart. Remember the happy things, Jen? The happy times? When you think about that, it warms your heart. They live in our hearts. 5 years down the track, it's time to let go. Okay? Because if you wanted to move on to new stuff, you want to move on to new relationships, it's going to be hard for another loving person to come into your life while you're still hanging on to that. You're putting out the energy to the universe, so you're not ready to move on. This is going to cause resistance. This is going to cause polarity. You're going to block more people coming in, the right people coming in. It's very dangerous ground to be caught into, to be stepped into. Okay? Well, you don't need someone to complete you, Jen. You need to complete yourself. Okay? Let's have a look for you. It's nice to have someone, but if we need someone to complete us, then we are not whole. If we're not whole, then you fill us up with water, stuff's going to leak out the side. Okay, let's have a look at you, Jen. Jen, at the moment, Jen, there seems to be a lot of avoidance. Okay, your instincts, your intuition. They're talking about you, but you just want to go back to your. Look, you're going to struggle with this. You're going to struggle without him till you start to find yourself, Jen. Okay. Look, at the moment, look, about your health, about your life at the moment, your instincts are telling you what you must do. They're going, hey, look, I need to get on top of this. I need to deal with this. I need to deal with that. And you're not listening. You're not listening to yourself. Okay? You really need to be listening to yourself at the moment, because in first card I've got for your main pile is Animal Guardian Trust your instincts. And this is inverted. This is saying that you're just like, you're stuck in a loop of what feels like you're looking around everywhere for everything to make you feel better, when you need to start looking at yourself and you need to start feeling better in yourself, in your skin, for who you are. Okay? Because at the moment, the unknown scares the shit out of you. That's why you're living in the past. That's why you're living so far behind. Okay, you're still hanging on to your boyfriend because there was a safety zone there was a comfort, and now you're you're chasing comforts to the point where you don't know who you are. If you're lost without him, everything happens for a reason. This will be a life lesson, Jen. This is part of life. Know your fears. Okay, this is in the mental picture where you're at. Know your fears is the first card, inverted. And it's put so much on hold for you. Basically, in your current mindset, your life is on hold. Everything's on hold. You will not progress. I've seen close people to me, Jen, hang on to loss for their whole lifetime and not get over it. They held on to it. Instead of moving on and letting go and freeing themselves to understand and know who they are and to blossom, they held on to the past their whole life. I'm talking like 50 years. And they died with that issue still unresolved. Where they were. You want to be where you're at in 20 years' time? In 30 years' time, in 50 years' time, do you want to be in the same spot? Or do you want to grow and experience life? Because there's a voice inside of you and it's talking to you now. But you don't want to listen to it. You just want to go back into that comfortable zone. That comfortable zone. This is not where you want to be. This is what you need to break through, of being in that comfortable spot. Okay, because now you've built all these constructs that no one else can ever live up to. No other guy can live up to, because your happy spot was back then. And it's gone now. We enjoy these things. That's why we've got to be in the moment. So you're in the past. You're not in the moment. You're living in the past. Some people live in the future, always wanting. Some people live in the past, always wanting to go back. None of us have got a time machine. We can't do that. Okay, you're in a voice, you're in a compass is saying, trying to get you to break through. There's a voice. This is in the main pole. There's a voice in your soul the star ancestor, there's a voice in your soul. Follow the voice in your soul. One sec. There's a voice in your soul. And until you start following that and start moving forward, you're gonna stay going around in circles. It's time to move. It's time to move. It's not easy when we've been caught in those routines and those patterns for so long, but you need to heal that heart, and you need to. You had that beautiful thing with him. Okay, are you going to honor him by moving on? Because if he cared that much for you, and you were that close, are you honoring him by enjoying your life and being the best version of yourself? Because at the moment, I've got the Water Guardian, your main action card, the Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. Why do I feel this way? Why do I keep feeling this way? You see, there's other thing. Jen, I'm feeling that there's other stuff in your life that you use this past relationship to cover up. Okay? Because it stops you from moving forward in other directions. Stuff that it's like you use it as a go-to. And now all these areas of your life that you're struggling in, okay, well, as long as I keep going, tell myself that I can't live without him, then I've got an excuse. This is what the I am does, our egos. So it tries to keep us in comfort zones, and it's about you recognizing that, getting deep down in contact with your emotions and say, okay, ask me, why do I feel this? Not the obvious reasons. We're going to go deeper. We're going to go, why do I feel this way? And whenever else have I felt this way? Because at the moment, you don't understand your emotions. You're caught up in this whole routine, this whole pattern to stop you. This incident that is stopping you from moving forward. It's having health effects. It's affecting your health. It's affecting you in other areas. But it's not the root cause of your emotional state. It's somewhere else within your emotions. You need to get some work done. You need to get some healing work done. Here, look, there's Lorraine. Yeah. You got Lorraine Hughes there. Energetic healing sessions. Wonderful. Yep. You need to get some work done. Jen? Where are you from, Jen? Where are you from? Okay? Because at the moment you're just getting bombarded. Okay? You're getting bombarded mentally. You're bombarding yourself day in, day out. Okay? You're bombarding yourself. The negativity is coming from you, internal, in your head. This is a routine. This is a pattern you're trapped in. You need to get some work done. You need to step out. You need some help. And when I'm saying you need some help, you're like, you need help. No, it's not like that. We all need help. We all need some guidance, Jen. We need some guidance. We need someone who go, hey, look, we recognize that. We've got something that can help you with that. Okay, there's always people have been through that stuff before, Jen. You can't keep in that cycle. Okay, there's Lorraine Hughes in there. She's got if you go into Jen, yeah. See, heaps of access bars, practitioners in Canada. Good place to start. Okay, it just unblocks all sorts of stuff in our head. And it'll start to give you some clarity where you can start to deal with your emotions and track them down and find out the world. Because at the moment you're caught in a You're caught in a place where you don't understand why you're feeling the way and what the root cause of it is. And it's holding you in that space, Jen. You need to dig deeper to look forward to start to deal with that. Okay. So have a listen to what Lorraine's saying there, and get onto that. My God, get onto that like your life depended on it. It'll be the best choice you've made in a long, long time, unless you bought a Ford the other day. And Jen, your last card is surrender to your soul's path. Your life journey has been perfectly designed for you, for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. And that was donated by Laureen Hughes. 1 second. I just need to get tissue. Oh, is the front door closed? Okay. Yeah. What a pre-background. Yeah, this is the Easy Radio Brewery Courtyard. I went there for dinner a few weeks ago, and the sun was out. It was a full moon, and this was from the garden. Took a few photos. Okay, 1 sec. Yep. And now I need to pick someone who would like a blowfish reading. And I know what you're thinking. What is a blowfish reading? It's simple. It's a reading that looks like this. Amanda has donated for a reading for someone, just like Lorraine did. So, who would like a reading? Please go and get some work done, Jen. Okay, time to shift the life. Time to get out of that. Okay. Okay, because the only reason we get stuck in patterns like that is, well, there's a few reasons, but you've got to get yourself out of that, Jen, so you can experience life and live and fulfill your potential. Okay, Alison. Okay, Alison. These cards for you. Is there anything you want me to look into? Alison, is there anything you want me to look into? What are you not seeing, Alison? Oh God, there's an alignment trying. There's an alignment. There's so many things that are trying to align at the moment, Alison. There's so many things that are trying to align into your life. Coming into balance. Do you do any spiritual work, Alison? So I can give you some energetic. Do you do any spiritual practices? Alison. You know, do you meditate? Do you align your chakras? Are you well versed? Are you quite spiritual, or you're a newbie, or what's the deal? What's the deal? Okay, an empath is just picking up. It doesn't matter. Look, it's ability that a lot have. It's nothing special. It just means you can pick up on other people's emotions, other people's energy. Emotions are energy. Okay. Yep. People. If anyone, Alison, if anyone tells you that you're an empath and it's pick up other people's energies, you pick up other people's emotions, you can pick up on their energy. Sometimes you can do it from. It's not about distance. Sometimes you do it. A lot of people that pick up other people that are empaths suffer from anxiety because they go out and they pick up everyone's energies. But if you ever get caught in a classroom that to say it's my cross, it's my you need all this, well then don't worry about it. Stay away from any place that says empaths versus narcissists or any crap like that. Stay away from it. Don't go down the I'm an empath rabbit hole. Just focus on yourself and learn. It's just part of an energy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, empath is you pick up on other people's energy. Okay, I'll give you an example, Alison, before I do your reading. I was at work one day and I started feeling depressed out of no reason, and I text a friend of mine, because I'd just gotten in. I was like, and I said, "Are you okay?" And they said, "I just picked up real bad energy from this person I was doing a reading on." And I was like, "Oh, that explains me tuning in to because I just felt like a wave." I was at the shops one day and I just felt angry, real angry for no reason. I'm like, and when it comes out of nowhere, I'm like, my God, whose thinking energy was that? And I'm like, my sister was meant to meet Christian, but he was running late, so she's there and she's pissed off, and it was her. She was angry as fuck that she was gotten held up. This is what we do is empaths. We pick up energy from all over the place. Okay, but don't understand it, but don't join any empath groups, because most of them are all garbage. Are all, oh, it's me, my cross to wear, my burden. We don't want to get to that victim mode. It's an energetic tool. There's many energetic tools. Okay, but what we need you to do is we just need you to learn some basics. Tell you what, learn about meditation in your chakras. Chakras are energy points. Chakras. Okay, but at the moment, look, you got all this information coming in, all this new, and look, it is a very lucky time for you. But the thing is, at the moment, you're in this. Look, when you come into spirituality, there's two ways you can go about it. Just do your meditation and align your chakras. Okay, Alison? Learn chakras, meditation, clearing your mind, a little bit of breathing, and learn what it is to align your energetic body. Okay, the whole body. Because you've got the heart, which is the bridge point between the chakras of spirit, which is your throat, your pineal, your crown, and then you've got your chakras of matter below your heart, which are your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. And there's many more chakras than that, but they're your basic ones, okay? Learn your chakras. Learn how to line them. Don't worry about that. Because what happens, Alison, is people get to spirituality, they start chasing gifts. All they do is chase shiny things. And it's not about spirit. It's about knowing oneself and tuning into the singularity, not chasing shiny things. Okay? But you'll get there. Just do the research. But at the moment, this is where you've got to learn knowledge. Okay? You've come into an area where you've found all these belief systems. Okay? You know that you've been running all these belief systems. Now it's time to not just learn new stuff and swap them out for other belief systems. So be very careful. But at the moment, okay, I've got the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom, but that's not happening at the moment. Okay, we want to know these things. At the moment, what are you doing with your knowledge? Because things are supposed to be in lucky time, but I've got that you're still hanging on to learn from you're still doing things the old, like a bull in a china shop, Alison. All these new things, and you're like, what about this? What about this? What about that? What about this? This is a time for you to build a foundation. Okay? Not to go jump, oh, look at that. Let's try that. Look at that. Let's try that. That's okay. But at the moment, it's time for you to slow down. It's time for you to slow down and start the healing. Because you've got some steps to go through. Okay, this is an interesting time when someone first comes into all this. You got the rabbit holes to go down, then they chase gifts. And they go 2 years later, they're like, what are chakras? Chakras is the energetic system of what you are. You seem to be stressed out because what happens is when you come into all this, is we stop resonating with certain people and everything changes, everything shifts. Our friendships, our family relationships, everything changes because we're no longer in the same zone as you're starting to move into that heart space. When you come aware, then as you start to move through that, the 4D into the 5D, you're starting to move into other areas, and now things are going to change. Your perspectives are going to change. How you feel about people, what interests you, and people are going to fall away. You're going to watch TV shows now. As your third eye, if you start opening your third eye, you're going to watch TV shows, and you're going to go, "This is full of shit." You're going to watch the news and go, "My God, they're a bunch of fucking lying bastards." You will pick up all this stuff. And it's a very confronting time, but just remember that there's always love around you. Okay? This is a time where you've got to stand strong, not get overwhelmed by emotions, because the main action card I got for you is the warrior spirit. Be fearless and stand strong. Okay? Be fearless and stand strong. Because it's all about balance, Alison. And now you're moving into the multidimensional realm. If you're not grounded, Alison, that means you're thinking about 100 other things. And you're not present in the moment. And I'll give you you want to hear, look, the whole key to evolution starts with being present in the moment. Not thinking about here, not thinking about there. It's being present in the moment, because that's the interface where everything happens. Alison, at the moment, you're going to be all over the place. It's about you getting out your head, getting into nature, but you've got to be fearless and stand strong, because there's a lot of change coming your way at the moment. A lot of change, okay? But what you need to do is focus on, look, I've got the wise one. Look, this is invented. Grow within your current situation. There, it's about learning the lessons, breaking the old routines, learning the lessons, using your wisdom, tuning into your intuition. The elephant, learn from the past. Wise one, time not to make the same mistakes as you did before. Plenty of people come into spirituality, they become aware, and then they make all the same mistakes in spirituality that they made in their life, and they think they're spiritual. Well, I guess they are, but they don't move forward. Okay? Be very careful not to do that, because this reading is all about you learning from your past experiences, turning knowledge into wisdom. And you can't shut yourself off from the whole world. And it feels like that sometimes when you come into awareness. You feel like the odd one out, but you're not the odd one out. Starting to become aware. You're starting to walk. This is the beginning is truth. But at the moment, it's all about you turning your knowledge into wisdom now. Being wise with a mind. Standing strong in what you believe. Okay? Yeah. Sacral and your solar plexus is blocked. You still got a heavy heart, Alison. Okay? And your last card is surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you or fear of aging from death. Repeat this affirmation. I have faith that all is well and all will be well. Grow, expand, and release the old. Okay? And don't, whatever you do, because there's so many empath groups, right, that teach they talk about victimization. I'm an empath, I'm a victim, bloody narcissist. Stay 100 miles away from anyone feeding you that bullshit. Stay away from them. They won't help you. They will hinder you. Well, Alison, if you want some help and you want a program to understand, get onto my website and book a coaching session with me. Book some coaching sessions with me. Start with one. I can go through it. I can write you a plan. Okay, some things to look at, talk to you, see what you need to work on, see what you need to do, and get you a tailored plan to help you growing and moving forward. I can do that for anyone. We can spend $50 on a pair of shoes. We can spend $150 on a pair of shoes. But getting myself right to have the optimum future? No. I don't want to spend $50 on that. Choices, people, choices. Okay, and that was a reading donated, Blowfish reading donated by okay, Mandy, you're up. Did you want a reading, Mandy? Super sexy Mandy. Mandy, you there? 444. Keep working hard. Things about to come to a bit of a wrestle. No, being grounded is getting out, is coming into the present moment when you're aware of everything. As I speak, just imagine the second hand. Whatever that second hand is, anything behind the second hand is the past. Anything in front of that second hand on an old clock is the future. Being present is about being that second hand and observing everything that is. So if you're talking to someone and you're thinking about, oh, I'm hungry, what am I going to have for lunch in a minute? You are not present. Do you want to pick someone, Mandy? I've got an idea. Okay. Let's do Okay, I have got Mandy. I'm going to, if you would like a reading from, tell you what you got to do is I'll put two numbers up. Let Destiny decide. If you have not have a reading tonight and you would like a reading, I like your style. That's it, man. I had a good reading last week, man. I don't want any other readings coming in. I'm not hungry. I just finished a chocolate mouse. Okay, Denise, there's still another one up for grabs. So keep putting the numbers in. Not you, Denise. You've already got one. People, there's another number. Keep putting the numbers up. Wait a sec. Keep putting the numbers up for the second reading. Denise Hill's first. And there is one more person. No, Morgan. It's going to be between 20 and 35. Well, technically, it's got to be between 19 and 36. 1936. That was a good year. A bit before my time. And Morgan's got it. Morgan, 34. Okay, Morgan, you're next. I am going to start with Denise Hill. Blue heart. Love, 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 love. Okay, Denise. This is from Calm and Co. Crystals. Denise, do you live in? Are you Australian? Yeah, it's like Australian except colder, I guess. Probably less Australians in Ireland, but there's less Irish in Australia. Hello from New Zealand. Okay, Denise. Denise, can you? Are you at home? Are you settled, sitting down? Can you take a big breath in for me through your nose? Hold it, then a big breath out. Just sort of calm yourself down. Just focus on your heart area. Okay? Just focus on your heart area for me, your heart space. What are you stressed about, Denise? What are you stressed about? Denise, you're a survivor. How are you alive today? Because you've survived. Okay? You're a survivor, you're a survivor, you're a survivor. You'll always survive. But at the moment, your mind's going into stress mode. Okay? You're unbalanced and getting into reaction mode at the moment a lot. But you don't need to stress. You're putting your mind in areas that it doesn't need to be in. Yes, we got to work things out. We've got to be accountable. We've got to take care of things. But at the moment, there's so much. You're overdoing it. You are overdoing it. The over worry, the over thought, and when you put all this energy into your mind, all this stress, worrying about the little things, Okay, even some of the big things. We've got to acknowledge it. Sometimes we've got to think about it. But then when it comes into our head, we've got to push it out. Otherwise, every time it comes ahead, we think about it and think about it and go, oh, I'm stressed today. You know what? If you're stressed, it's your own fault. Technically, you choose to be stressed. You mean I have a choice? Yes, we do have a choice. But it takes practice. It takes control. What are you worried about, Denise? You're going to survive. You will always survive. The first card I got for you is the Fox Spirit. Trust in your talents in changing times. But it's inverted. You don't trust yourself. You just, doesn't even though you've been through stuff before, you've been here, you've been there, you've gotten through a whole heap of crap in your life, and you're still here. Yeah, now you're like, oh no. You're going to get through, Denise. Stop worrying so much. Okay? What we need to do is we have to accept the things that we can't control and let go of them. And focus on what we can control. There you go. There's half of life. There's half of the secret to life. But most people spend their whole life worrying about what they can't control. And that's where all their energy goes. And we start to manifest it. I bet you can't, Queen Jessica Tarot, I bet you can't read tarot to save your life. Sorry, scammer. Just having some fun. But at the moment, you need to start taking care of yourself, your needs, Denise. Are you eating right? Are you getting enough sleep? Okay? Because we do that. We get caught in our heads. We get caught so much in our heads and it causes us stress. And then we're like, oh, I just need some chocolate to feel good. Or I just need this. I just need that. Oh, I'm just going to watch TV and do this. And we do this all to ourselves because we feed the negativity in our brain. We focus on stuff we can't change. It is that simple. It is not easy, but it is that simple. You need to get out of your head. This is putting you into reaction mode to the point where you're snapping. You're getting triggered by stuff that you shouldn't affect you. Little things. And when you get triggered by little things, you get upset over stuff that you can't control. It's because of another issue, something deeper inside of us that we're not dealing with, and we're unbalanced, so we're stressed. And when we're stressed, we get triggered. You're going to survive. You'll get through whatever it is you need to get through, Denise. But worrying about it and stressing about it, you need to take charge. You'll get through the situation, but you need to start taking charge. Because you're a quite capable person. You're quite capable, right? But now you need to start taking care of yourself. You need to start being vigilant. You need to start getting things done. You don't get things done. You don't be vigilant. And then you wonder why you're stressed. It's like, oh, but now I'm overwhelmed. I get up every day and I do no cleaning. Why is the house such a pigsty? Like that sort of thing. And then it gets out of hand, then we get more overwhelmed, and then so on. And it builds up and builds up and builds up. And we're like, woe is me, I can't handle this anymore. We do it to ourselves. It's not a blame game. It's about being accountable for oneself. And we come here, you come to someone like me, and we expect a quick fix. Oh, when's it going to just fix itself? But there's so many issues, there's so much stuff underlining that we need to work on. Okay, there's so many underlying issues that we let get out of control, like that dinner that we don't even know what it is in the back of the fridge, but it's grown into something, and then it gets bigger and bigger. Then you got and it just grows into something else. And by the time we come to deal with it, it is a lot of effort and a lot of energy. But if we just took care of it straight away and go, oh, I'm not going to eat that, throw it in the bin, boom, then there's nothing growing in the fridge. But we wait to get things. You wait till things get out. You always get through everything, but you're waiting till things get out of hand, and then you stress about it. So it's time to start. You're going to start making those choices. Start being accountable. Just take extra steps a day. Write a list. Write 3 things to do every day. If you can get 1 or 2 of them done, boom, legend. Get a whiteboard. Get a piece of paper. But you need to start taking steps and getting things into check. Okay? Otherwise, you're just going to go around in this routine. Okay? This routine will go round and round and round. Or I can pull a card that says, hey, this is going to end tomorrow. It will end tomorrow. But you know what? Tomorrow never comes. We only have now. Because when you start dealing with these issues and you start bringing accountability in, there's going to be a shift in your life. There's going to be a positive shift in your life. Things are going to change. A new dawn. New stuff. New beginnings. New ideals. And you're going to say to yourself, why didn't I make this choice earlier? And your last card is surrender to comparison with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself and focus on your own strengths and attractiveness and power. It's a big, hard one, people. Self-judgment, comparing ourselves to others. All we do is feed that. We just feed our insecurities and our fears. We do that. Sorry. Got the sniffles. Had some zinc. Had some other stuff. Oh, yeah, someone. A guy, Peter, today, when I was down at my friend's place. Numbers right. No, don't pick a number, people. I went down and he has herbalist oils and all this sort of stuff, and he gave me a dose of zinc on my tongue, and he says, if you have a zinc deficiency, this will taste metallic. But he said, if you're all good, it won't taste metallic. And I tasted it, gave me a squirt of the zinc, and it tasted sweet. He's like, you're all good then. So I didn't know that before. You learn something every day. Okay, and who was next? I had the next person, Morgan. I hope that made sense. Okay, Morgan. Where are you at, Morgan? You're welcome. Denise, feel free to donate and pay it forward for someone else. Morgan. Morgan, why am I seeing limitation? Morgan. You want things to get better, Morgan? You need to move. You need to flow. You need to come into alignment. There's things that you're made to do. You always sort of want everything now. I don't know if you want everything now, but it's like you're impatient. Okay, but the moment it feels like you're like direction. Where am I supposed to be going? What should I be doing? I don't know. Are you in a holding pattern, Morgan? Are you in a holding space? Okay. It just feels like things aren't flowing like they should. Bit impatient. See? That would explain the be patient card. Always ahead of yourself. But there seems to be some healing work blocking you at the moment. Are you a spiritual person, Morgan? Do you do much spiritual work? That just I don't know why I was called to lead a community. Well, you are? Okay, well, if you are, big time. Okay. Okay, look, this you got some emotional blockages. You got some emotions that you've I've dealt with those. Yep, they're done, dusted, don't care, all good. And you've swept them under the carpet. And these things will come up and start to plague and trigger you in areas or influence you in areas that you didn't think. Okay, we'll cause resistance with your we'll cause resistance with your following your intuition. Okay. I mean, we have to disconnect but connect. It's a balance. Okay, I know what it's like to be detached, but there's still there's areas of what are you missing? Very creative soul. Yeah, emotionally, you've started to go to open up. Work on your emotions. Okay, because the moment this disconnect is it's almost like there's avoidance in there's areas that you need to be dealing in, and you're like, well, they're not vibrational resonant. No, but you still got to deal with them. It feels, but it's not. What is it? What is it? Okay. What are you not seeing? There seems to be a shadow aspect that you're missing somewhere. And your emotions. Okay, it's starting. This is starting. It feels like it's starting to affect your heart chakra. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. That's we disconnect as soon as you feel like you're wrong. That's the I am. But you need to. That's okay, but you need to be a lot more patient. Okay, you can still be standing firm, but instead of disconnecting, you have to see things from all perspectives at the moment. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see if we can get. Okay, action. Because everything will come into balance. But are you taking care of your needs at the moment? You're taking care of your needs. Stress. Action card. Yeah. What are you overthinking about? There's stress, overthinking. You need some time out. You need some downtime. You need some peace. You need some meditation. You need some chill time. You're not making chill time. You need to make chill time. You're letting things get out of balance. You're coming out of balance. You're brushing over emotions instead of when they come up for a reason. We can't just keep disconnecting. Things come up for a reason to be dealt with. You need to be patient with yourself. Because if you continue to just keep going this way, it's just going to bring more frustration, and things will come into alignment. But look, Morgan, I'm just going to read your last card. This pretty much says it all. Accept the people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. When you can see the things clearly and make the best decision. Surrender denial. Accept people and the situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. You got to open that heart space, Morgan. You got to open that heart space. If you disconnect straight away and close yourself off, when someone challenges you, that heart space is closed. If you're shutting them off, that's an overactive throat chakra. You know all that stuff. Okay, clear that heart. Clear that heart and ground. Okay, that heart's going to take a bit of clearing work. It's going to take a bit of healing work. There'll be some emotional blockage there. There'll be some emotional blockage that you need to find out with that heart, because that's what will be causing it. Okay. I hope this helps you. How do I do? I thought you said you were spiritual. Highly spiritual. Go and align all your chakras. Chakras. Here. Chakra. Look up that. Aligned, tune, heal. Because the energetic system, when it blocks off any point of our body, it manifests in all sorts of areas to the point where it can cause sickness. Vibes. Chakras is the energetic tune of our body. Okay? That's where you want to start. Whoever's teaching you, I don't know who's teaching you, but if you're teaching yourself, go chakras. Or here, look, try this. If you want to learn some basics, right? Here. Check out this. Go. Unless you're highly spiritual and you know all your shit, you need to check out this. These videos go for like 3 to 6 minutes, 3 to 8 minutes. They all vary in time, but there's a whole list of basics. Why we do things, how we do things. Okay? Instead of doing what you do for the next 2 years, right? Go through that list. They're very short, and it will save you years of work. It'll fast track you if you can take on the information. Okay, now, thank you. That was a donated reading from... Thank you, Mandy. Mandy, you're beautiful. Okay. Paste. Let's check if I've got any more people to do. No, I did Cindy. I did Amanda. I did Lorraine. I did Mandy. Okay, people. Thank you, Louise Phillips. Louise, can you give me a reading? Okay, I can give you whatever you want. What can you give me? I'll do your swaps. Hey, swaps. Okay, people, I've got no more donated readings to do. I'm up to date on all donated readings. So if you would like a reading and you have not had one tonight, I do run out readings. So if you would like a run out reading, please put a 1 in the comment section, and then I will pull a couple of cards for you. One in the comments. You only have to put it once. Okay, who's up first? I hope you can't hear my brother burping. Do you guys hear my brother burp? No? Good. Okay, who's up first? Okay, Mandy, Jane. Well, which deck would you like, Mandy Jane? Let's do something different. I've got 2 decks here. Okay. Oh. Put the ancestors and oracles away. The animal ones. Immunology. Aye, Mandy, you get to choose. Oracle Guidance or Travelers or the Traveler deck. Which deck, Mandy? You choose the deck that for all the run-out readings. Christian, they all heard you burp, man. The whole audience. Dude. That's my brother. We share a house. The Travelers it is then, Mandy. I'll put these ones away. Don't need you guys. Okay, runouts. Look, everything happens for a reason. Okay, you want to. It feels like you're just being just overwhelmed. Okay, this is like someone was showing 444. Okay, just before the Mandy. At the moment, you want to keep going forward. You keep moving forward, which is there's something that you're finding a bit difficult at the moment. It's putting a bit of burden, a bit of stress on you, or you're just running out on some steam. Okay, look, keep moving forward with it. But you've got to find that joy again, that happiness. You got to start giving thanks, giving gratitude, because it's coming at a grind. Okay, it's coming at a grind. Okay, this is where you got to do the gratitude, do the positive affirmations. Just go through gratitude, joy expands. Okay, start giving thanks and being thankful. Okay, opening up to joy, and that joy will come back in because it's just got come a bit of a grind, and you've shut yourself down to it a bit. I know what that's like. Sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I can't. I don't want to come on and do readings, but I know I have to. Just sometimes it gets like that, but that's okay. Okay, so through gratitude, joy expands. So give gratitude and thanks at the moment, and then when you lift that vibration and you get back into that state, that headspace, then it will not drag and be so much of a burden. Okay, reverse engineer it. Okay, who's next? I hope it helped you. Jody. Look, it's a wondrous universe, Jody. But At the moment, there's stuff in your life that you need to get out of your life. Okay? There's so much stuff that you need. There's stuff that no longer serves you. There's clutter. There's toxic relationships. There's all sorts of stuff around you at the moment, and you need to really just start removing stuff that no longer serves you out of your life anymore. Okay, then things will get better. But at the moment, there seems to be too much you're holding on to, too much negativity around you, and we can't have it all. We're like, oh, I do all this, you know. It's like someone who watches nothing but horror movies and violent movies, and then they've got all this crap around them, negative people around them. You know, you've got to take some responsibility for some of the stuff around you and start removing it from your life. Okay, then your life will lift. Then you'll start to see more beauty around you, and then life will get better. But at the moment, there's just a heap of stuff that needs clearing out. Okay, you got to clear out. You got to do some clearing. You got to do some cleaning, some spring cleaning. I hope that's helped you. Okay, who's next? Alex. Alex, what's with the worry? Got to stop the worry. Okay, you keep looking. It's like you're looking. Oh, I can't wait until I get there. I can't wait till I get here. I can't wait till I get there. I can't wait. This is going to be great. You're not in the moment. We're going to be present in the journey. You're always looking somewhere else, Alex. Got to stop looking everywhere else and start looking now. The choices we make now, the things we do now, the way we react now. Understand the way I feel now. Okay? Because you've got guidance around you. You've got everything around you. But you're always somewhere else. It's time to come into the present. Start dealing with the now instead of worrying about tomorrow. You got to come into the moment, Alex. That's where everything is. Okay? I hope that's helped you. Next one, please. Yeah, we're going down in the list. I'll get there, Louise. There's a few. I'll get you. Patricia. What are you scared of? Patricia, you got to stop living in a box. Things don't have to always be. You've got all these. It feels like you've got all of these ideals. Things, I want things to be this way. I want things to be that way. Things like this. Like I won't date someone unless they drive that sort of car. I'm not saying that. I'm just using that as an example. But what I'm saying is you've got all these ideals. You've got all these limitations, all this stuff around you that you've drawn. It's like you've drawn a barrier of how things should be around you. And I only like this, I only like that, I only like things that I know. There's this whole, it feels like a whole barrier of limitations, of walls around you. You've got these invisible walls that are holding you in and stopping you from expanding in life at the moment. Okay? You need to move out of your comfort zone. You need to expand your horizons. You need to go deep and explore who you are, what you are, your feelings, a lot of things. Or continue to close yourself off. The choice is yours. But the message is you need to expand your horizons. You need to dig deep. You need to go deep. You need to explore yourself and move out of what you think you know, because there's so much more waiting for you. Okay, I hope that's helped. Next one, please. Angelita. Angelita, hold your space. Be accountable more than ever for your space, for the way you feel, for the vibration you put off, for the space that you hold. Okay? You have to be accountable for that. You have to hold your course and hold that space. Stuff what other people think, stuff what other people say. Doesn't matter how they make, if they make you feel, yeah, but don't give your power away. Stand that ground, hold your space, continue to move forward. And when your space gets knocked around, you find it hard to hold, have a look at why you're finding it hard to hold. Then heal that. Then you'll be as good as gold. You're a legend. Keep at it, Angelita. Okay, who's next? Amanda, hug and kiss. Look, Amanda, you can overcome anything. Okay? You can overcome anything. Oh, that's what your car says. It says you can overcome anything. That's what it says. In words, it's got words and all. It's got a picture. It's got the sword, the material, King Arthur's sword in a stone. Actually, it looks like a stone-colored plum. It could just be the shadow. Okay? But don't be so laid back. Don't lie back and be over-relaxed. Okay? Don't get too comfortable. Because we can put ourselves in some areas and we work through stuff and do all our work and all that, but sometimes we have to push other bounds that we don't usually push. You can overcome anything. So, game on, Amanda. Get to it. We have an earth to flip. Well, it was inverted and it said, lay back, rest, and relax. It's inverted. So if it's that way, it'd say, hey, you need to chill. But it's up this way. So it's saying, stop chilling or stop being so chilled. No cheesecake. It's my birthday. Amanda, you can always bring cheesecake to my house tomorrow. I'm having a fire. Well, tomorrow. Yeah. I've done a lot of gardening, so I've got a lot of wood to burn. Okay, who we got next? Oh, Wheeze! I said one. Wheeze, and you thought we forgot about you. We're not going to forget about you. Never, ever, ever. What do you want to do, Louise? You need to find out. Louise, do you know your purpose? Do you know your path? Do you know what you're meant to be doing? Do you know that? Do you know what you're meant to be doing at the moment? What gives you joy? Are you doing what gives you joy? And you need to follow. You need to follow what you love. You need to work out what makes you happy. Thank you, Judy. You need to work out what makes you happy, and you need to get onto it. That's when your path will unfold. You need to follow what makes your heart open. And that does not mean cheesecake or a partner. I'm not talking external. I'm talking what makes your heart open up. Oh, when I help people, then help people. Make your heart warm up. Whatever it is, you need to start following your instincts. You need to follow your heart. There's a divine plan for your life. There is purpose for your life. But people don't, you know why people don't find what's my life path? What's my purpose? You know why they don't find it? It's like the same people who go, oh, is this next guy that is this guy I'm dating now, is he the one that's going to be with me forever? Why? Well, you're not going to put in the effort if I say no, or you are going to put in the effort if I say yes. Same dealio. What makes you tick? You got to find that. You got to find what sparks your heart. Then you'll find your purpose. Then you'll find what you're made for. Then you'll find your bliss. People want to know it. This isn't a catalogue. This isn't a catalogue that we tick off to go to uni for. Oh, life purpose. I'll take that class. And Louise, the thing I put up. Go and watch it. It's got one, finding life purpose. Goes for a few minutes. Okay? Go through them. Have a look at the list. If you haven't seen them, go and have a look. There's a lot of things in there that can get you, a lot of you people, out of a lot of these problems that you're dealing with at the moment. And they're really short, straight to the point, no bullshitting around. They're not edited. It's just me just going, record, blah, blah. Be good. Lauren, was Louise the last one? I'll just quickly do Lauren then. A cat. Lauren, there is something that is going to change for you. There's a big change coming up somewhere for you. You are going to go. There's going to be a holiday, shift, or a move, but something's coming up for you. An opportunity is coming up for you that's going to take you away from where you are, whether it be for a little bit or a longer bit. But you got a shift, a move, a holiday, I don't know, whatever's coming up. Something's coming up for you. And it's going to be a new experience. It's going to be somewhere different. Okay? So get ready and enjoy the journey. Okay. Thanks, people. Thanks for coming tonight. Just remember, you can book me for private sessions. I only glaze over stuff on this show, but when I do private sessions, I can go into more detail and macros of what's going on in your current situation. It's a lot more personal. And all my private readings, they're recorded. The audio is recorded, so you can go back and go them anytime you want. I have an automated booking site, so book in a Zoom meeting. Or if you would like guidance, you can book in for my 1 hour sessions for coaching, guidance, whatever you want. Okay, that's all available in the show notes on my website, intuitivefocus.net.au. Just took the services, and man, I offer more stuff. I offer a lot more stuff than just readings. So go and find out. I even make shamanic medicine pouches that buffer incoming energy. So if you're an empath, like one of the earlier guests was, and I can help you tune those down. So everyone, have a beautiful night. Have a lovely time. And I will see you either for a pop-up show, if I decide to do on Saturday, but for Sunday night. I've got special guests on a Sunday night for Feels Like Sunday show. Okay. So until then, I think, let me just double check. So until then, people, have a lovely time, and I will see you when I'm looking at you. Bye, people.